All right, guys, we are back. Thanks so much for stopping by our channel. I am April with April and Jason Photography. We're Dallas wedding photographers. We've shot over 100 weddings now, and we want to help you in your photography journey to also be able to go full-time in 2024. Before we get started today, we have a free guide for you. Download it below. It's going to help your business grow exponentially. Today, we are talking about must-have wedding photos and the trends that are happening as we're seeing them today. Now, we've shot over 100 weddings now, so we're starting to see these trends happen every single wedding, and we want you to make sure you're getting these must-have looks, whether you're a bride, whether you're a photographer, make sure you're getting these shots. Okay. Number one thing that we do when we show up to a wedding is shoot the details, okay? This takes about 45 minutes, so I highly recommend, if you're a photographer, tell your bride to make sure her planner or her best friend is getting a box of items together to you right when you show up. So you're not like, and I've done this, like looking around for the rings, looking around for the invitation suite, looking around for necklaces and stuff. So make sure they have it all prepared for you and ready to go so that when you show up, it's going to take about 45 minutes to do these details. So make sure you're taking your time, but get a flat lay, which is like a large piece of paper, or a poster board or something light. Or it can be a fabric from Hobby Lobby. I've done that before. But make sure it's neutral. And then you want to just arrange the items on your flat lay so that you're telling the story of the wedding day. That is a must-have. The next must-have picture that you need on your wedding day is getting ready shots. A lot of times when I show up, the girls are just finishing up hair and makeup. Normally we don't show up early enough for them to have like no makeup on and no hair done, and nobody really wants those photos. So make sure they're at the very, very end of getting hair and makeup finished so that they can have those for their album. And we also like to have the guys getting ready shots as well. Sometimes Jason poses these with the guy, the groom, kind of by the window, like straightening his tie or buttoning his buttons. You can mock those up, or you can actually get some raw candids of them actually getting their jackets on or getting buttoned or getting their boutonniere on, pinned on. So however you want to do it. The next big shots that you want to get are first looks. This can be a first look with dad. We've seen mainly with dad and with groom, but there are different variations that we've seen. We've seen first looks with the bride and the groomsmen, or the groom with the bridesmaids, or brother of the bride with the bride. So it just really, it depends on what your bride is wanting. So first looks are huge. We always tell our couples, the more you do, the more photos you're going to get, which means the more you're going to remember on your wedding day. Plus, it generates so many emotions. Like when your bridesmaids see the bride for the first time, they're crying, they're laughing, they're hugging. These make great photos for your album that you're going to give them, and also generates true emotion of the wedding day. We've even seen people do like first looks with their grandmothers. It's really sweet. Okay. Another must-have, obviously, is the ceremony moments, the aisle moment of when he sees her, even if he's already had a first look with her. Want to get the groom's face, the bride's face, the dad's face as they're walking down, and then all the wedding events. After the wedding, we get those portraits with the family. Those are a must. And then after that, we will get sunset pictures of just bride and groom. And then the nice thing about doing a first look is usually we've already taken all the photos of brides with bridesmaids, grooms with groomsmen, and the entire bridal party. If they have not done a first look or we ran out of time, we will then move those to after the family portraits. So that's kind of the timeline of the day. Another must-have photo that you need on either your wedding day or the wedding day of your clients we want to make sure that we're getting those pictures while we're shooting the family portraits. Normally, another photographer, we always have two, me and Jason, but if you are shooting with a second shooter, while you're shooting the family, I would highly recommend telling your second shooter to go inside the reception hall, make sure you're getting pictures of the reception hall before everybody gets in there. A lot of times, if you have a really good planner, they will keep everybody out. It's fully decorated. Make sure you're getting pictures of the the reception space before the entire crowd gets in there. And a bonus, if you want, we've seen this as a trend, have your couple come in with their eyes closed first before everybody gets in there and get photos of the reaction of the reception space. That also makes for great memories and really great faces as they are shocked at how gorgeous the reception hall looks. Another great thing to do is during that cocktail hour, group up some people and just show who was at the wedding. Jason likes to do this a lot of times while I'm finishing up portraits of the family or portraits of the couple. He will get people together at cocktail hour, smiling, laughing. He'll get candids, he'll get posed, but just the more, the better for your couple. All right, after that, anything that's happening in the reception, okay? We've got flower toss, we've got the cake cut, we've got speeches. Make sure you're getting every single moment. And bonus if you have a second shooter, getting close-ups with a zoom lens and you're getting wide shots. I always highly recommend having another person with you. Another great thing to do is once everything's done, all the dancing, make sure you get all those pictures. A lot of times what we're seeing our couples do is a private last dance. So make sure you stay in to get those pictures. Have your other shooter go out and get ready for the sparkler exit or whatever. Make sure you get some of those really private moments of them together so that they can have those forever. And definitely post those later and give them to them later because they will absolutely adore those. Last thing is get the sparkler exit. I always tell my couples, like as you're coming down, like say there's like 2 lines of people with sparklers, make sure you stop in the middle, dip, kiss, or you can do a lift and kiss or just something so that we can have you pause and get those extra photos. All right, I hope this was helpful for your must-have photos for your wedding photography day, or if you're a bride and you want more tips on, or just to give your photographer on what to do on the wedding day. I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comments if you have any other thoughts or questions, or you can DM me on Instagram at april.sap. Let me know. Oh, and we have a new channel as well. I mean, we have a new Instagram. It's April and Jason Education. If you go on Instagram, go follow us, or if you want to go to april.sap and click that April and Jason Education, you can go follow us for tips and tricks every day. All right, talk to y'all later. Thanks. Bye.